हर्षगौಡ आर पाटील. हर्षगौಡ आर पाटील.
present sir. Present sir.
ओके. जान्हवी उदयराज कन्नी नायकर. जान्हवी
Present,
उदयराज.
sir. Present, sir.
राइट. महादेव वडेयर. महादेव वडेयर. मोहम्मद मजर. मोहम्मद मजर.
Present, sir.
राइट. एन कीर्ति पाटिल. एन कीर्ति पाटिल.
Present, sir.
ओके.
Present, sir.
राइट. राकेश पिकेश एस लमाणी. पिकेश एस लमाणी. प्रज्वल गौड़ मलगौडर. प्रज्वल गौड़ मलगौडर.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Kindly turn on your video for a while and say yes. Okay. Ramesh Vadwadgi.
Yes, sir.
Ramesh Vadwadgi.
Present, sir.
Okay. Ratan Birje. Ratan
Present,
Birje. Fine. Ratan Birje. Ratan. Ratan Birje. Rohan Timsani. Rohan Timsani. ऋतिक चोपड़े. ऋतिक चोपड़े.
Present sir. Present
Okay.
sir.
ऋत्विक गुणे.
Present, sir.
Right.
Present, sir.
Fine. सदाशिव गरी. सदाशिव गरी.
Present, sir. Present, sir.
Next. सागर तळीकेरी. सागर.
Yes sir.
साई प्रकाश. साई प्रकाश. समीर अहमद खाजी. समीर अहमद
Present, sir.
खाजी. प्रथमेश,
Present,
don't present your screen. प्रथमेश. Pratmesh, don't present your screen. Stop presentation. Okay. Sai Prakash is there, no? Sai Prakash. Sai Prakash. Yes, please. Sai Prakash is there. Samir Ahmad Khaji. Samir Ahmad Khaji.
Present. Present sir.
Right. Sania Sahib Khan. Sania
Present, sir.
Sahib.
Present, sir.
Okay. Sanjay Ganigir. Sanjay Ganigir. Sanjay. Sanjay is there. Sankalp Ashtgi Math. Sankalp Ashtgi Math.
Present sir.
Sanket
Present
Hambar.
sir.
Okay.
Present, sir.
Shiraj Mujawar. Shiraj Mujawar. Shiraj.
Present, sir. Present, sir.
Okay. Shivananda Nagappa Natikar. Shivananda Natikar. Shraddha Hunshal. Shraddha Hunshal. Shubham Bekwadkar. Shubham Bekwadkar.
Present, sir. Present, sir.
Okay. Sumit D. Gaikwad. Sumit Gaikwad. Shubham, mute your video. Shubham, mute your video. Sumit Gaikwad. Sumit Gaikwad. Suraya Banu M. Kurundwad. Suraya Banu M. Kurundwad.
Present, sir.
Tejas Agsar. Tejas Agsar. Tejas. Vivek Goni. Vivek Goni.
Yes sir. Yes sir.
Yamunappa Narsannavar. Yamunappa Narsannavar. Gavkar Rajat Ramchandra. Gavkar Rajat Ramchandra. Manjunath Melligeri. Manjunath Melligeri.
Present, sir.
Okay. Prathamesh Patil. Prathamesh. Prathamesh. Prathamesh Patil.
Present, sir.
Present. Okay. Right. Anybody else has left out? Anybody else is left out? Nobody, no? Okay. We'll start with the presentation. Is the screen visible, students? Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Yes. In the last class, we dealt with the various topics such as Zener diode, right? Then some of the terms that were used: diffusion capacitance, transition capacitance, then average AC resistance, DC resistance, right? Dynamic resistance. Then we also discussed ideal diode characteristics versus practical diode characteristics. Fine. So these are some of the topics that we have dealt in the previous class. Okay. In continuation with that, we'll start with the topic today, that is clippers. What is a clipper? All of us are aware of the rectifier circuit, right? Rectifier is a circuit which converts the AC signal to DC signal. Is it not? Rectifier converts AC signal to DC signal. Rectification explains that diodes can be used to change the appearance of an applied waveform. Rectifier consists of a diode and a resistor, correct? So this circuit, it changes the shape of the applied input waveform. If you are applying input a sine waveform, output will not get a sine waveform. Either the positive portion will be clipped off or the negative portion will be clipped off. That is what is a rectifier. So rectification explains that diodes can be used to change the appearance of an applied waveform. Section on clippers and clampers will expand on the wave shaping abilities of diodes. What we are going to deal here is about the clipper and clamper circuits, which explain that using the diodes, we are able to change the diode circuit is able to change the shape of the applied input signal. Clippers are networks that employ diodes to clip away a portion of an input signal without distorting the remaining part of the applied waveform. Clippers are the circuits that use diodes to cut away or to clip away portion of input signal without affecting the remaining part of the applied waveform. Now tell me, students, how do we define clippers? Clippers are circuits that uses diodes or that employ diodes to clip away or to cut away a portion of input signal without affecting or without distorting the remaining part of waveform. Half rectifier is the best example and the simplest example of clipper circuit. Half rectifier is an example of the simplest form of diode clipper, that is, it has one resistor and a diode. In the half rectifier circuit, if we change the position of the diode, that is, if we make it positive negative, then the output will be different. If we make it negative positive, then the output will be different. That is, depending upon the orientation of the diode, we'll be getting the either the negative portion of the input waveform will be clipped off, or the positive portion of the input signal will be clipped off. Depending on the orientation of the diode, the positive or negative region of the applied signal is clipped off. That is, if we connect it positive, negative, and the input signal is applied, so positive portion will be available and negative portion will be clipped off. If we change it, the diode polarity to negative positive, then the positive signal will be clipped off, positive portion will be clipped off, and the negative portion will be transmitted. There are two types of clippers, series clipper and parallel clipper. There are two types of clipper circuit, series clipper circuit and parallel clipper circuit. The series configuration is defined as one where the diode is in series with the load. What is series clipper and what is parallel clipper then? Series clipper is a circuit in which the diode is in series with the load, and the parallel clipper is a circuit in which the diode is in parallel to the load, or diode is in parallel with the load. Here is an example of series clipper circuit. The circuit that I have considered is series negative clipper, because as you are observing in the output waveform, the negative portion is clipped off. Negative portion is clipped off, right? How is the orientation of the diode? It is positive, negative. Positive, negative is the orientation of the diode, right? We are applying the input sine wave to this circuit. It's a AC signal. Then when we apply the input sine wave to this circuit, it passes only the positive portion, because positive is connected to positive of diode, negative is connected to negative of the diode. Then we are applying the positive portion, first half, upper half of input signal. Because of this, the diode conducts and the current flows through the load. We get the positive portion at the output. When the diode, when the input polarity is changed, when the input voltage polarity is changed, that is when it is negative half or the second half of lower half of the signal, okay, then negative is connected to positive of diode and positive is connected to negative of diode. Because of this, what will happen? The diode is reverse biased. Correct. So this diode is reverse biased. When diode is reverse biased, it is open circuit. Yes or no? When diode is forward biased, it is just like a short circuit. When diode is reverse biased, it is just like a open circuit. So when it is open circuit, we don't get any output. The current does not flow through the load resistor. It is zero current, or there is no current at the output. That is, the negative portion of the applied input signal will be clipped off. So this is an example of a series negative clipper or a half wave rectifier circuit. I have taken few more examples where I have shown one with the square wave input and another with the triangular wave input. Even if we are applying the square wave input also, for the positive half portion, we get the output as you are seeing at the right side, and the negative portion will be clipped off. Similarly with the triangular waveform also. Irrespective of the type of the input signal that you are applying, output is going to be remain the same. Output remains the same. The nature of the output remains the same, irrespective of the type of the input signal you are using. That is, the input signal may be, it may be sine waveform, it may be triangular waveform, it may be square waveform, it may be rectangular waveform, or it may be a sawtooth waveform. Whatever may be the nature of the input signal, output signal, wave shape, or the nature of the output signal will remain the same. Response of the series configuration to a variety of alternating waveforms is provided in figure above. There are no boundaries on the type of signals that can be applied to clipper. That is, you can apply sine waveform or square or triangular or rectangular or sawtooth. Any type of input signals can be applied to the clipper circuit. Addition of a DC supply to the network as shown in figure below can have pronounced effect on the analysis of series clipper circuit. If we are adding a DC supply, now we can see in this figure, there is no DC supply, right? Only the input signal is present, there is no DC supply. If we are adding a DC source or a DC supply, then how does it change the analysis? How does it affect the characteristics or the performance of the circuit? That we are going to study here. Addition of a DC supply to the network has pronounced effect on the analysis of series clipper circuit. DC supply can either aid or work against the source voltage. You can see in this figure here, I have added a DC source. I have added a DC supply. This DC supply will either aid the input voltage Vi or it will oppose the input voltage Vi. DC source will either aid, that is, it will aid means it will be working along with the input signal, or it will oppose the input signal Vi. Right? DC supply can aid or work against the source voltage. DC supply can be in the leg between the supply and output or in the branch parallel to the output. This DC source can be present in between the input signal Vi, input terminals Vi and the output terminals, or it can be present parallel to the output, that is across the load resistor R. There are two types of possibilities that the DC source can be present. So this is a series clipper with a DC supply. How to analyze this circuit? One has to make a careful note of where the output voltage is defined. So one has to be careful and we have to understand that where the output voltage is present, whether output voltage is present across only the resistor or output voltage is present across the combination of the DC voltage and the diode, right? Where the output voltage is present, that we have to understand first. Okay. In figure above, it is directly connected across the resistor R. In this figure, as we can see, the output voltage is present across the resistor R. In some cases, it may be across a combination of series elements. In some cases, it may be across a combination of series elements. That's what I told. In some of the circuits, the output voltage may be present across series combination of the diode and the DC supply. Okay, the voltage output may be present across the series combination of the diode and the DC voltage. Okay. In above figure, any positive voltage of the supply will turn the diode on by establishing a conventional current through the diode. In this circuit, if you are applying a positive voltage of the input, right? Supply means input here, Vi. If you are applying positive voltage of the input, that will turn the diode on and then the current will flow through the diode. If we apply positive Vi here, Vi, then this is trying to make the diode to turn on. Okay, let us see next what will happen. But for time being, when Vi we are applying, it is trying to make the diode to turn on. And once the diode turns on, the current will start to flow through the diode. Clear here? Added DC supply will oppose applied voltage and try to keep the diode in off state. When we add the DC voltage, the added DC voltage tries to oppose the applied voltage and hence keeping the diode in off state. Whatever this DC voltage we are adding here, this DC voltage whatever we are adding here, so this DC voltage is trying to oppose this applied input voltage. Now you may ask me how. What is the polarity of this Vi? Negative positive, so it is plus Vi. If you are applying a KVL to the circuit, how do we apply the KVL? Kirchhoff's voltage law. Negative to positive, increase in energy, so it is plus Vi. Positive negative, decrease in energy to minus V. Then positive to negative, decrease in energy, minus V naught. So plus Vi minus V minus V naught equal to 0. This is Kirchhoff's voltage law. According to KVL, we are applying the KVL, right, and obtaining the equation here. Plus Vi minus V minus V naught. So Vi minus V it is. Vi minus V minus V naught. That means this DC voltage, as it is minus V, is trying to oppose this applied input signal Vi. Clear here? The DC voltage plus V, whatever we have added to the circuit, it is trying to oppose the input signal Vi. Added DC supply will oppose applied voltage and try to keep the diode in off state. This voltage V, it is opposing Vi. So as it is opposing here, you can see negative of this is connected to positive. Negative of this DC supply is connected to positive of the diode. That is, it is trying to reverse bias this diode. This DC supply is trying to reverse bias the diode. Fine. That is what I have mentioned here. Added DC supply will oppose applied voltage and try to keep the diode in off state. What is the effect of this? What is the result of this? Result is that any supply voltage greater than V volts will turn the diode on and conduction is established through the load resistor. Any supply voltage, that is any input voltage greater than V volts, any input voltage Vi greater than V volts will try to turn on the diode. And any input voltage Vi, if it is less than V volts, it will make the diode to turn off. Clear here? The point is, if Vi is greater than V, the diode will be turned on. So this Vi will overtake this V. So positive is connected to positive, positive of Vi is connected to positive of diode, negative of Vi is connected to negative of diode, the diode will be forward biased. And if Vi is less than V, then this DC supply will overtake this applied input signal. Negative of the DC supply will be connected to positive of the diode, and positive of the DC supply will be connected to negative of the diode. It will become reverse biased and the diode will go into off state. As we are dealing with ideal diode, so the turn on voltage is 0 volt. Ideal diode has cut-in voltage of 0 volts or the on voltage, turn on voltage of 0 volts. For the practical diode, the cut-in voltage for silicon diode is 0.7 volts. Yes or no? But for the ideal diode, the cut-in voltage is 0 volts or the turn on voltage for the ideal diode is 0 volts. The turn on voltage of the ideal diode is 0 volts, so current will also be 0. Correct? So when voltage, turn on voltage of ideal diode or the forward voltage of the ideal diode is 0, the current through the diode will also be 0 milliampere. In general, for above figure, we can conclude that the diode will be on for any voltage Vi that is greater than V volts and off for any lesser voltage. So for this figure, diode will be on for Vi greater than V and off for Vi less than V. For the off condition, the output would be 0 volt due to the lack of current. When the diode is off, it is open circuit, there is no current. When no current flows through the load resistor, the output voltage will also be 0 volt. For on condition, it will be V0 minus Vi minus V by Kirchhoff's voltage law. So when we consider the on condition, note here, for on condition, what will be the equation, KVL equation? V0 minus Vi minus V. That is what we have analyzed here. Correct? Vi minus V minus V0 equal to 0. Vi minus V minus V0 equal to 0. Okay. Determine the applied voltage. So there are few points to be noted here to analyze the circuit. Determine the applied voltage or transition voltage that will result in a change of state for the diode from off to the on state. Here we are finding for what value of applied voltage or transition voltage it will result in change of state for the diode from off to on state. That is, for what value of applied voltage the diode is changing from off to on state. That we have to find out. This step will help to define a region of the applied voltage when the diode is on and when it is off. When we are finding the transition voltage, that is the level at which the diode will go from off to on state or the level at which the diode will go from on to off state. When we find this, we are finding nothing but we are defining a region of the applied voltage when the diode is on and when it is off. Clear, students? On the characteristics of an ideal diode, this will occur when Vd equal to 0 volts and Id equal to 0 milliampere. When we consider the characteristics of an ideal diode, this occurs, so this region of the transition voltage will occur when Vd equal to 0 volt, that is cut-in voltage is 0 or forward voltage of diode is 0 volts and the diode current is also 0 milliampere. Right. For the approximate equivalent, this is determined by finding the applied voltage when the diode has a drop of 0.7 volt across it for silicon and Id equal to 0 milliampere. That is, here we are finding the value of applied voltage. If it is ideal diode, Vd equal to 0 volts. But if we consider silicon diode or some other diode, germanium diode or gallium arsenic diode, right, then the cut-in voltage of that diode has to be considered. If we consider silicon diode, then the cut-in voltage for the silicon diode is, or voltage drop is 0.7 volts. We have to consider that 0.7 volts drop, and then we have to analyze the circuit. Clear here? This exercise is applied to the above network as shown in figure below. In the next figure, it is shown how the analysis is carried out here. Note that the substitution of the short circuit equivalent for the diode and the fact that the voltage across the resistor is 0 volt because diode current is 0 milliampere. We have used here short circuit equivalent. We know that when the diode conducts, it is short circuit. When the diode is open circuit or reverse biased, it is open circuit. Right? Forward biased, short circuit, reverse biased, open circuit. Note that the substitution of the short circuit equivalent for the diode and the fact that the voltage across the resistor is 0 volt because diode current is 0 milliampere. I'll show in the figure next that the diode current is 0 because VD equal to 0 volt for ideal diode. This ID equal to 0 milliampere flows to the load resistor, and hence the output voltage is also 0 volts, or the current output is 0 milliampere. The result is Vi minus V equal to 0, and so Vi equal to V is the transition voltage. What was the equation that we have obtained here? Yes. What was the equation? So Vi is the input, Vi minus V naught we had got, correct? See this circuit here. So Vi minus V naught plus Vi minus V naught equal to 0. Yes or no? Plus Vi minus V naught equal to 0. But V naught equal to 0 because we are considering ideal diode here. For ideal diode, Vd equal to 0 volt, or the current ID equal to 0 milliampere. So this current ID equal to 0 milliampere flows through the resistor. So output voltage is 0. So what will be the equation then? Vi minus V is equal to 0, or Vi is equal to V. The result is Vi minus V equal to V naught. V naught is 0, so Vi minus V equal to 0, and so Vi equal to V is the transition voltage. Thus, we have found out the transition voltage, that is the level above or below which the diode goes from off to on state or on to off state. This is the analysis that is being shown here. Applied input signal is Vi. Vi is the applied input signal. This V is the DC voltage. V is the DC voltage source, and it is a short circuit. The diode is conducting. Forward bias condition it is. Okay. So for forward bias condition, what will happen? Vd equal to 0 volts because we are considering ideal diode. Cut-in voltage is 0, forward voltage is 0. So when it is 0, the current is also 0. ID equal to 0. So this 0 ampere flows through the load resistor. It is flowing through R. Then what will be the output voltage? V naught is equal to IR, that is current to the resistor R into resistance R. Ohm's law. V is equal to I into R. IR is nothing but ID. The current flowing through the resistor R is nothing but the current flowing through the diode. They are connected in series. Yes or no? Therefore, that is nothing but 0. ID equal to 0 or IR equal to 0. 0 into R, that will be 0 volts. And the next figure shows the similar circuit wherein it is a short circuit condition and we are applying the KVL to the loop, to the closed loop. We are applying the sine wave input to the circuit. Now we have found out the transition level. We have found out the transition level. As you can see, students, this is the transition level, right? This horizontal line that is being drawn on the sine waveform is the transition level. What transition level we have obtained here? Vi equal to V. Vi equal to V is the transition voltage or the transition level. So it is drawn on this input signal at V voltage plus V volts. I have drawn a horizontal line which represents a transition level. This permits drawing a line on the sinusoidal supply voltage, sinusoidal input voltage as shown in figure above to define the regions where the diode is on and off. If you look into this figure, you can see above this transition level, the diode is in on state. When Vi is greater than V, we took up in the starting slides. When Vi is greater than V, the diode conducts. It is forward biased. When input voltage Vi is greater than the DC voltage V, the diode conducts. Right? So it is on state. When Vi is less than V, so this input voltage, when it becomes less than this DC level, this V level, transition level, the diode will become into off state. The diode will go into off state. So diode, when it goes into off state, it is open circuit. there will be no output. Output voltage will be 0 volts. For the on region, diode is replaced by short circuit equivalent and output voltage is defined by V naught equal to Vi minus V. The same equation. That is Vi minus V naught equal to 0 or Vi minus V equal to V naught. For the diode in on state, that is short circuit state. For the off region, diode is open circuit, ID equal to 0 milliampere and output voltage V naught equal to 0 volt. When the diode is an off state, it is open circuit, ID will be 0 milliampere and hence output voltage will also be V naught equal to 0 volts. This is, I have shown the analysis of the circuit at the transition level. You can see here. This is the transition level. This is the transition level. If the input voltage is greater than this V, the input voltage is greater than this V, then you get the output. The diode is in on state and you are getting the output. So this portion you are getting as the output here. Above this transition level, whatever is this positive portion, okay, from here to here, this portion you are getting at the output here. You can see here, right? If it is Vi greater than V, okay, so Vi greater than V, that is diode changes state. At this particular transition level, diode is changing the state. It goes from on to off state. Why? Because Vi will become less than V. Below this transition level, Vi will become less than V. Diode goes into off state. When Vi is less than V, the diode is off and V naught equal to 0. When Vi becomes less than V, the diode will go into off state and output voltage will be 0 volts. Here you can see in this circuit, the diode changes state, that is Vd equal to 0 and Id equal to 0 when Vi equal to V. When Vi is greater than V or when Vi equal to V, initially starting of the input signal that you have applied, the beginning when the input signal you have applied, right? Then this is a short circuit. This is a short circuit here. Vd equal to 0 because it is ideal diode and Id is also 0. Okay. So when this condition occurs, that is Vd equal to 0 or Id equal to 0 occurs, so Vi will become equal to V because Vi minus V naught equal to 0, but V naught is 0. So Vi equal to V. Vi equal to V. Then here what is being shown is when Vi is greater than V, that is nothing but diode is on state. By KVL, we have Vi minus V naught or V naught is equal to Vi minus V. Again, the same equation. Fine, students? Let us consider an example here. Predict the output of the following circuit for the given input signal. Predict the output of the circuit, given circuit for the given input signal. This is the circuit, what is being given here. This is the circuit and we are applying the sine wave input. When we are applying the sine wave input to this circuit, then we have to make the analysis. Again, it's a similar analysis, same analysis. Here we are considering the condition when Vi is less than Vm. Okay, Vi is greater than V. V less than Vi means Vi greater than V. So when Vi is greater than V, yes please, what will be the condition? Diode is on, it is conducting, short circuit, right? So the current flows and we get the output voltage. So output side KVL plus Vi minus V naught equal to 0 or V naught is equal to, if you take V naught to the other side, RHS, so it will be plus V naught. V naught will be equal to Vi minus V volt. Then output shape, wave shape. This is how we are getting the output wave shape. This is for on condition. Then for off condition, when Vi is less than V, it is greater than Vm, maximum voltage, but less than V. When Vi is less than V, that less than the applied DC voltage, when Vi applied input signal is less than the DC voltage, right? Vi is less than V, then what happens? Diode will be open circuit. It is open circuit, it is an off state. The current will not flow. The current is 0. Output voltage is 0 volts. Okay. This is the analysis. This is a transition level V. Above this, we get the portion of the input signal. This will be the portion of the input signal that we'll be getting at the output. And when Vi becomes less than V, we don't get the output, or it will become a DC voltage, right? So when this Vi becomes less than V, the diode will be open circuit, off state, so output will be 0 volts. Determining of output waveform. This is the example that I have considered, where we have to find out the output wave shape and also the output voltages for the applied input signal. This example is asked in the year June-July 2019 for 6 marks. It's an examination problem. It is asked in June-July 2019 for 6 marks, right? This is the input signal that we are applying. It is 20 volts peak to peak signal. Okay, so this signal, when we are applying it to this particular circuit, then how will be the analysis that we have to see here. Now look here, what will be the equation? Vi, this is Vi, okay. Apply the KVL here. This is Vi, negative to positive, plus Vi, negative to positive, it is plus 5 volts. So plus Vi plus 5 volts, right, minus V0, considering ideal diode, okay. If they mention it as ideal diode, then you have to consider this VD as 0 volts. Sometimes what they do, they mention it as practical diode in examination. Then you have to consider the voltage drop of this. Fine. So now in this particular example that I have considered, the diode voltage drop is 0 because it is ideal diode. So Vi plus 5 minus V0 equal to 0, or V0 is equal to Vi plus 5 volts, correct? Plus Vi plus 5 volts minus V0 equal to 0, or V0 is equal to Vi plus 5 volts. So with this equation, now when Vi is positive, positive is applied to positive of diode, negative is applied to negative of diode. DC voltage is also positive. Positive of DC voltage is applied to positive of diode, negative of DC voltage is applied to negative of diode. The diode will continue to remain in the on state, that is conduction state. But when Vi goes to negative, then what will happen? This Vi negative will try to make this diode go into off state, because negative to positive, positive to negative. But at what level of the voltage Vi, the diode goes into off state? See here, initially when the input signal goes negative initially, then V is equal to 5 volts. So it is more than Vi initially at the starting, when diode in the input is going negative. Okay, so here what is happening, this positive of V is applied to positive of diode and the negative to negative. The diode is still in forward bias condition. Until Vi becomes minus 5 volts or greater than minus 5 volts, this 5 volts, it will overtake, this Vi will overtake this DC voltage 5 volts, and then minus of this Vi will be connected to positive of diode, positive of Vi will be connected to negative of diode, the diode will become reverse biased. Diode will become reverse biased. When diode becomes reverse biased, the diode will be in off state. Yes or no? Diode will be in off state or reverse bias condition. Now, what will be the equation? The equation that I told is Vi plus 5 is equal to V0. Plus Vi plus 5 volt is equal to V0. When input voltage is 0, when input signal is 0 volts, what will be the output? Vi is 0, 0 plus 5, V0 is equal to 0 plus 5. That is, I have written here, V0 is equal to 0 volts plus 5 volt, it is 5 volts. The output will start directly from 5 volts, because when input Vi is 0, V0 is equal to 0 volts plus 5 volts. So it is 5 volts. Output will directly start from 5 volts, correct? Then when Vi reaches maximum plus 20 volts, what will be the output? V0 is equal to Vi plus 5 volts. Vi is 20, 20 plus 5, 25 volts. The output will be 25 volts. Then as the input signal decreases, and tries to go negative, when it goes negative here, you can see here, this is the portion where it is going negative below this horizontal axis. So when it goes negative, then it is minus voltage, but still the DC supply, because of this DC supply, right, because of this DC supply here, plus 5 volts, it is more than this Vi, negative Vi. Okay, so still the diode is in forward bias conditions. It has not gone into reverse bias condition, because this V equal to 5 volts DC voltage has overtaken this Vi, which is going negative. It has just started to go negative. Clear? So because of this, what is happening here? We get the DC voltage. You can see here, when it is less than 0 volts, when Vi is less than 0 volts, we are getting a DC voltage. And when Vi becomes minus 5 volts, When Vi becomes minus 5 volts, the equation is V naught is equal to Vi plus 5 volts. Vi is minus 5 volt plus 5 volt, that is 0 volts. The output becomes 0. It is off state. The diode will not conduct. Output voltage is 0 volts. This is I have shown here. V naught equal to 0 volts. Clear, students? So this is how we have to analyze here. What are the different steps here? Output is directly across the resistor R. Output is across the resistance R. Second step, positive region of Vi and the DC supply are both applying pressure to turn the diode on. Positive region of Vi and DC supply both are positive. They are applying pressure or they are making the diode to turn on. Because of this, what will happen? Result is that the diode can be assumed to be in the on state for the entire range of positive voltage for Vi. Diode will be in on state for the entire range of positive voltages for Vi. Once the supply goes negative, it would have to exceed the DC supply voltage of 5 volt before it could turn the diode off. Once the supply becomes negative, right, this input voltage Vi should be so much negative that it has to exceed the DC supply voltage of 5 volts. It should become more than the DC supply voltage of 5 volts. Then only the diode will become off state. The diode will go into off state. Step 3, transition model is substituted in figure below, that is, and we find that the transition from one state to other will occur when Vi plus 5 volt equal to 0 volt. You can see here. Right, Vi plus 5 volt equal to 0 volt. The transition model. According to the transition model, what it indicates, Vi plus 5 volt equal to 0 volts. Correct? Because output is 0 when the condition under the condition Vi plus 5 volt equal to 0 for the ideal diode. Okay. So Vi plus 5 volt equal to 0 volt. For this is for the ideal diode. ID equal to 0, Vd also equal to 0. So V naught is equal to IR into R, that is ID into R, or that is 0 into R, that is 0 volts for ideal diode. Vi will be equal to minus 5 volts. Minus 5 volts is the transition level. Vd equal to 0 volts for ideal diode. You can see in this figure here. The 5 volts level you can see here. Yes, friends, 5 volts level minus, that is what the transition level, minus 5 volt. This is a transition level here. Represented on the input signal, minus 5 volts, transition voltage. Right? This is the voltage that we are getting when we are applying 0 volts to input. So 0 plus 5 is 5 volt. That is, this is the output waveform. This is the input signal. Transition level I have represented on the input signal, minus 5 volts. Step 4 is, in the above figure, a horizontal line is drawn through the applied voltage at the transition level. For voltages less than minus 5 volt, the diode is in the open circuit state and the output is 0 volt as shown in the sketch of V naught. So when voltage becomes less than minus 5 volt, the diode will be open circuited. When diode is open circuited, output will be 0 volts. Using figure above, we find that for all conditions when the diode is on and the diode current is established, the output voltage will be the following as determined using Kirchhoff's voltage law. That is, in this particular figure that we have considered, what will be the equation? Vi plus 5 volts minus V naught. You can see here, it is plus Vi plus 5 volts minus V naught. Negative to positive increase in energy plus Vi, right? Negative to positive increase in energy plus 5 volts. Positive to negative decrease in energy minus V naught. Plus Vi plus 5 volt minus V naught equal to 0, or Vi plus 5 is equal to V naught. So Vi plus 5 volt equal to V naught, but V naught is 0 when we are considering the ideal diode and short circuit when diode is in on state. Okay, so Vi plus 5 volt equal to 0 volts for the on condition of the diode, that is during the short circuit condition for the ideal diode. Remember, it is for the ideal diode. Okay, so with this equation, what we get, Vi will be equal to minus 5 volt. That is the transition level what we are getting. That is what is shown here, right? Vi equal to minus 5 volt. So V naught is equal to Vi plus 5 volt. That is the final equation. Fine, students. So this is how we have to analyze here for the Clipper circuits. In today's class, we have started with the Clipper circuits. We have started with the Clipper circuit. We defined a Clipper A clipper is a circuit which clips off certain portion of the input signal, and the remaining portion of the input signal is undistorted, or it is not affected. Then there are two types of clipper circuits: series clipper and parallel clipper. Series clipper and parallel clipper. We analyzed starting with the series clipper with the DC supply. Initially, we took the basic example of a half-wave rectifier circuit, then series clipper with the DC supply. Then the steps for analyzing the networks. Which are the steps for analyzing the networks? We have gone through those various steps, correct? And then we have seen an example to determine the output waveform for the sinusoidal input of the given figure, wherein the input signal given was 20 volts peak to peak. We have applied it to the circuit, we have analyzed, we have found the output response, and we have used certain equations, analyzed the circuit, used the equations, and found the output response. Right, friends? So this is how we have to analyze the circuits here. That is the clipper circuits. I hope everybody have understood the today's topic. Yes? Everybody have understood how to analyze the clipper, what is a clipper, right? Types of clipper, right? Analysis of the circuit, how to analyze, which are the steps, what is transition level, right? Then applying the KVL to the circuit to determine the transition level. Fine. So these are few of the points that we have covered today. Any questions here from the student side? Any questions from the student side? Yes, please. Any students from the student side? Any questions? Yes, students? Any questions? Yes, please. I hope everybody have understood the today's topic. Yes, students? Yes, please. Everybody have understood?
Yes, sir.
Fine, fine. Any questions then? Any questions, any doubts in today's topic? Yes? Any questions? Any doubts here? If you have any questions, any doubts, get it clarified. Yes, please. Any questions? Students, any questions here? Don't hesitate to ask the question.
No, sir, no questions.
No questions? Okay. In the next class, I'll be taking up few more examples. We will apply the square wave input to the clipper circuit. We will analyze it. Then we'll start with the parallel clipper circuit. We'll take few examples of the analysis of the parallel clipper circuit. Right? So those details we will see in the next class. Okay. Then we'll wind up the today's session, students. Thank you.